Lena Jacobson from In Session. You've been in court for the whole time. You were in court. Tell us about Elizabeth's tears and why did Elizabeth ask to leave the courtroom, Lena?
Well, you know, she knew these phone calls were going to be played this afternoon, Jane. Of course, that very emotional phone call that Logan made to her after she sent a text message to him saying she'd killed their little son. So she knew what to expect. There was also a call between her and Tammy Smith that was set up by police where the two argue about who instigated what in this whole mess. And she knew she was going to get emotional. She said very honestly to the judge, look, I'm not going to be able to sit through this. I don't want to be here for the afternoon. And he cautioned her. He said, you know, I'm hesitant to let you do this, but he let her sit out the afternoon, Jane.
Well, I thought, as I watched her cry, that we're seeing finally a change. This is Tammy Smith, her friend, who was obsessed with adopting a child and has already done some time for forging adoption papers. We'll get to that in a second. But Elizabeth's wardrobe. Let's get back to her wardrobe choices in court because they've sparked a lot of controversy. Okay, now, take a look at this on the left. She looks like she's going out to a nightclub. She's wearing earrings, low-cut tops. That was for most of the trial thus far. But take a look at her now. Hair pulled back. She's wearing a very conservative shirt with a collar and no earrings. And now she's finally starting to sob and cry. My question to Jeff Gardier, a clinical forensic psychologist, do you think the enormity and the severity of what happened is finally dawning on her that this game she was playing, because there's a fine line between love and hate, she went from loving this guy she had this child with to hating him, that the game has finally given way, and there's the guy, and he's a good-looking guy, so you know how she might have been in love with him, and then decided, I'm going to punish him by using the baby as a pawn. Do you think the severity and the enormity of what has happened here has finally dawned on her?
Yes, absolutely. Look, in therapy, what we do is we have someone lay on that couch and go through their lives, go through it step by step. She's being forced to do the same thing in this trial. She has to sit there and look at her whole life from A to Z, everything she ever said, how she said she killed the baby, all of those texts or messages that she sent. So now she has to re-experience all of that and do it in a way where she cannot escape, she can't run away, she can't use a defense mechanism. So she's almost being tortured to have to face her